We've got the assessment centre coming up, or you're starting basic training for the British Army or military. You want to know what information do you need to know about the regiment, the corps, the trade you are joining. Today I'm going to be talking about that. Now let's get into it. So team, welcome back to a new video. It's great to be posting regularly again, but before we carry on, you know what to do. Click the subscription button, turn the notifications bell on, and give this video a thumbs up because it really helps the channel. And I just want to thank all the channel members for your continued support over the last few years. I really appreciate you supporting the channel by becoming a member. But let's get into the main content then. So, like I said, you've got the assessment centre coming up, or you're starting phase 1 training, and you're wondering what information do you need to know. First of all, let's just start off thinking like this, especially with the assessment centre and even the first few days of phase 1 training. This is an interview, okay? It's like going for any other job. Everyone seems to just concentrate and think about is the physical assessments. Oh, we've got the assessment centre coming up, I need to pass the physical assessments. You've got to pass much more than the physical assessments. When you arrive, when you're getting off the train or wherever it is you arrive, however you arrive into the establishment, they're assessing you straight from the off. You then do command tasks, you do physical assessments, you do sort of like a memory knowledge assessment. Some of you will have to do a maths assessment, a literacy assessment. You're constantly getting assessed, and at the end of the assessment centre, you'll have an actual interview. What people don't do is they don't learn enough about the trades, the regiment, the corps that they are joining. You want to try and learn as much information about that as possible. First of all, the regiment, the corps you're joining. How many regiments are within that? So thinking of the Royal Artillery. How many regiments are actually within the Royal Regiment of Artillery? How many regiments are in the whole of the Engineers if you're looking to join the Engineers, the Royal Signals? What battalions do you have within the infantry? Then you want to know where are they located, where have they been located in the past? You know, is there any information there about them possibly moving in the future? Because that could be a reason of why you want to join that regiment or battalion, because they may be moving in the future. Go back into the history. When were they formed? Okay, what sort of battle honours do they have? Major wars, battles they've been a part of. You know, Royal Artillery, they pretty much have been a part of every battle, every major war, every major battle and every war since their formation. You know, some of them haven't as got a big history, it's like a long history, but they've still got such a big history. Something like the Parachute Regiment, it's only actually formed in World War II, but they're really big on their regimental history. So learn as much about that as possible for the interview. Do they have any mottos as well? If they do, then learn what those mottos are, learn what they mean. Then comes down to the equipment. What equipment do they use? Okay, oh, I'm going to join the Royal Army Corps, I'm going to be a tank driver. What, you want to be part of the tanks? What tanks do we use? Oh, I don't know. Okay, we use the Challenger 2. You know, when was the Challenger 2 brought in? What's some of the benefits, you know, the positives about the Challenger? It's one of the best tanks in the world, and was the best for a very long time. Okay, learn this stuff. Okay, I want to join the Household Cavalry Regiment. Oh, do you know the Household Cavalry Regiment's actually split into ceremonial and armoured? No, why not? Okay, there's a ceremonial duties within Knightsbridge that you have to do for 2 years, and then after that, you will then move to the armoured side down in Bulford. Okay, what vehicle do they use? Okay, they use a CVRT, they're now converting over to Ajax, if the Ajax comes in, but that's where they're going. Okay, what about the armoured corps? You've got light roll, okay, they use Jackal. Okay, I want to go into the infantry, do you want to go armoured, mechanised, light roll? Learn these sort of different roles, okay, because it makes a big difference on the battalion you choose when you go infantry, okay? Or if you're going light roll, you're going to be all around on foot, or using like things like Wimmick Plus. Or do you want to go mechanised, or do you want to go armoured? These are like a major part of your career choice, because if you really don't want to go armoured, and then you start picking battalions or regiments, you know, that work around armour, then, you know, it's going to be bad for your career and you're going to leave early. So you need to learn all this sort of stuff. And if you start bringing this out in the interview, then they're going to be like, okay, one, he knows his stuff. 2, he's actually taken the time, the discipline to go and learn and research all this. So, you know, they're going to push you forward for that. So it's a big part thing. Just what you need to remember is when it comes to the assessment centre, when it comes to the regiment corps and trade you're joining, you want to learn absolutely everything, okay? You know, their history, the present, so past, present and future is what you want to know about what you're looking to join. So go away, do the research. Obviously the British Army website's absolutely amazing for that. You do have Wikipedia. Obviously you need to be careful what is on Wikipedia, but Wikipedia can be good, especially for sort of like history or current locations. I've done research in the past and they seem to be quite up to date when it comes to current locations, sometimes the colonels as well, so the commanding officers will be on there. You'll be able to find out a little bit about the major battle honours, so that would be quite good. You can normally find the mottos on there as well. So do be careful of Wikipedia. But the British Army website's obviously a great one, especially when it comes to location and what they're currently using. The other one is, what do you actually need to do to pass? Okay, once you pass the assessment centre, what's the journey from there into it? You know, if you go into infantry, then you need to know that you're going to cataract. Okay. If you go into sort of any other sort of trade, you're going to go through Purbright, Winchester. And then if you're a junior soldier, you're going to be going through Harrogate, and then from Harrogate you'll be moving to Catterick or disperse into the other phase 2 establishments. Okay. Learn this as well. Learn your journey from the assessment centre all the way through phase 1, phase 2, and then where you're going to end up at battalion. You know, have they got any major sort of operations coming up that you know about? YouTube's a great one now. If you head over to the British Army YouTube channel, Forces News, BFPS. There's other people putting content out there, especially like Royal Irish. You've got Ranger Media, there's a great one out there. If you're joining the RAF, you've got Sloth, you've got Lee. If you're joining Lee, looking at going Welsh. So there's plenty of information out there now. If you're a little bit stuck, speak to your sort of careers manager. They should be able to give you information. But learn as much as you can, okay? This is an interview, especially when you get to phase 1 as well. I remember being a phase 1 instructor, and there's people going to the Royal Artillery, and like, what Royal Artillery regiment do you want to join? I don't know. How many regiments are there? I don't know. What do the different regiments do? I don't know. You need to know this stuff. 1st, 3rd, looking at armoured, I think they sort of got some light gun batteries now with some GMRS. Then you've got 4th, this is going to be light gun. You've got 5th, which is all your radars and 473 battery. 7, which is obviously light gun and para. And then moving through, you've got 14 regiment, which is a trainer regiment that you're going to go to. You've got 19 regiment, you need to know what that is. 2-9, 4-7, 3-2, etc. With the UAVs. If you want to go to the UAV regiment, know which one of the know which artillery regiment actually do UAVs. Okay, it's really going to help you. So that's what you need to know. You need to know absolutely everything, past, present, and future. It's going to help you at the assessment centre. It's going to help you in phase 1, and it's going to help you throughout your career. Hope you enjoyed the video. There's plenty more to come. Give us a thumbs up, click that subscription button, and give us a comment. Let us know what you think and what videos you want to see next. And I'll see you soon.